Welcome to the Investing Advice Roundtable. Today we'll be discussing how you can never be too young to begin building your investment portfolio. In fact, investing when you're young can have the potential to produce earnings gains that can be very impactful, and that's because of a simple concept called compounding. But first, how is everybody today?
Doing good. Gearing up for Halloween. Elise, how are you doing?
I'm good. We had a big cold spurt this weekend, so it went from 80 degrees to 50 degrees. So have all my warm weather gear out now for cold
Nice.
weather.
Holly, mentioned Halloween. What are the kids dressing up as?
So my son that is 6 has decided to be a banana. I will have to post pictures. And my daughter, who is 9, is going to be a zombie cheerleader.
Oh, very fun.
So it's
Larry, are you dressing up this year?
Me and some friends actually did something this past weekend. So yes, I did. I was
What was your costume?
Maverick from Top Gun.
Ooh.
It was an old costume,
You
but
do
still,
kind of resemble Tom Cruise.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
All right. Well, let's get into what we're going to talk about today.
Okay, so we are going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart, which is about why it's important to invest while you're young. So I think the best way to illustrate compounding is to think about a snowball. Like a snowball that grows as it rolls down the hill, compounding gives the money the opportunity to grow, continually reinvesting your investment earnings. With compounding, the more you invest, the greater opportunity you have to create long-term value. We're going to give you a hypothetical example to illustrate the power of compounding. So let me give you this example. Let's say you invest $1,000 at age 20 and you don't add anything to the principal. You just compound earnings for 50 years until you turn 70. If you take a 7.2% annual rate of return by age 70, your $1,000 would have grown to $32,000. I don't think that's bad at all.
So now let's say we take the same approach Holly discussed, but we're going to delay the investing until you're 30. So now that $1,000 only has 40 years to grow. And assuming that same annual rate of return of 7.2%, your $1,000 investment will only have grown to $16,000. Not nearly as good. In fact, that's a decrease of 50% by only decreasing the time you invested by 10 years. Now, I know that this is a lot of math, but hang in there. Finally, consider if you invest $1,000 at 20 and contribute an additional $83 a month, not that much, until you turn 70. Assuming that same 7.2 annual rate of return, your total savings will reach $465,000. That's an additional monthly investment is pretty powerful. Your total of $465,000 is nearly 15 times the first example and 30 times the second example.
now to be clear, these were hypothetical examples and aren't representative of any specific situation. They're just to illustrate the power of compounding. The hypothetical rates of return used do not reflect the deduction of fees and charges inherent to investing, so your results will vary. There's a fairly accurate formula that can help you estimate how long it would take for compounding to double an investment. Just divide 72 by the annual rate of return. The answer is approximate number of years it would take to double your investment's value. Assuming a fixed rate of return, Holly, can you give us an example to better illustrate this scenario?
Absolutely. As an example, let's say you earn 9% annually. You would take 72, then divide by 9, since that's your rate of return, and you would get 8. So if you would take 8 years to double the value of your investment, please note this formula does not guarantee investment results and is just to give you an approximate idea of how quickly your savings can grow when compounding is at play.
For help putting together an investment strategy that works for you, reach out to one of us directly. We would be happy to provide you with more information on this topic. Thanks, and see you next time.